Here I go, giving away all my secrets again. Booking gigs. What is your job? It's your job to educate your clients. I always say doing the gig is the fun part. That's not the work. If you're a DJ, entertainer, photo booth, that's the fun time. So when you have that first initial contact with the client, what do you say to them? You don't say, oh, what's the date? Where's it going to be? All these questions. There's been some videos out there on talking to the clients and that initial contact that you make with them and how you're describing your services. But it shouldn't just be asking those questions. You know, the date, the time, how many people, and what's your price. Because you can do that. Hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm the DJ. And you get all those questions answered and you say, okay, I charge $1,000. You want a book? And they'll say, oh, well, I'm still looking around, or don't call us, we'll call you. And you never hear back from them. And then when you call them 2 weeks later and they've hired someone else. Doesn't that happen? I've seen it happen. You haven't sold yourself. So you have to convince the client that they shouldn't be shopping around, because they're ready to book. And if they've seen something on your website, you have to assume that they're not just shopping. If they've called you or made a contact through the website, they want you. You just have to reaffirm what they're thinking. So what do you do with the ones who you haven't called yet? Let's say it's just from an email, or if you build your own or generate your own leads from your website. Do you have a system in place? I have a system, and I didn't have to pay $2,000 to go to a seminar to learn that. I've developed my own system, and that works for me. It may not work for you, but I've had success with it. So if you're not generating your own leads, you can be with a party planning website who might provide you with a lead. Someone who's gone to a website, party planner website of some sort, they filled in their information, and then that gets shot to like 20 different DJs. So timing is crucial. You want to be one of the first companies to call that client, because they're looking. They don't want to wait around not even 2 days to hear back from someone. A lot of times when I make that first response, they'll say, oh, thank you for getting back with me so quickly. So I'm going to turn the camera to the computer now here. So like I've said in some other videos, I like to use a website called FormSite, and that generates my leads. If you're not familiar with formsite.com, that's the website. Have a visit. So what I do is I download all those leads into my own Excel folder. You see? I don't know if you can see that or not. Can we zoom in or zoom out? Well, so that's just a bunch of leads. And you can go through, and these are all from the past couple months or so. So what I do from that is, if they put in their address, let's say, this is my office, you see? Messy office. But I go up here and I grab one of these nice envelopes. Large size envelope. So when someone gets this in the mail, they're not going to lose it. And in fact, I like to use just the clasp. I don't seal it, because when they get this, they can keep this with all their wedding or party information, and they're going to save whatever you send them. So you've got your envelope. Now what do? Well, you'll want to have a cover letter of some sort. It can be fancier or whatnot. And then, of course, you'll want to have a contract. So you stick in your contract. have a contract, you know, something that the client fills out. And then everything else is just filler. So I have a nice little tray here. I keep flyers. Flyers that describe my services and what I do. Detailed information on everything you're getting. And if you do photo booth like I do, I keep sample prints. So you take one of these prints, if you're doing photo booth, and you put that in with your information. Now you may send out 5 or 10 of these a day if you're that busy. You can send out 1 or 2 a day, that'd be just fine. And this is your job. This is what I do during the week. Now if you go over here on my list, I'm going to go up to the top here. I keep all their information, and I go over to the right hand side here, and this is the prices that I quote people. And if you go down the list, I write on the left, on the right hand side here, if they book. So you go down again, there's a booking, there's a booking, there's a booking, there's another booking, there's a booking, there's a booking, and there's a booking, there's a booking, there's a penciled in, there's a booking, there's a booking, and another booking, and another booking. So you see the gaps in between? These gaps here? People that didn't book, which is okay. You're not gonna book everyone. But what does that show you? If you follow up with the leads and you do your work, I've had a long success of every 8 to 12 people you send this out to, you're gonna get your envelope back. Oh yeah, this is the other important thing. Include a return envelope. Make it easy for them. Put your name and address on it. Put it with the envelope that you send to them. This is elementary school stuff, you know, but I'm sure people ain't doing it. So I'm sharing this secret with you. You'll be surprised how often you check your mailbox and this envelope comes back to you. They've never called. You've never met with them. Heck, half the time I don't even know who they are. I've got to go back on the list and try to find them. And hope to goodness that the date's still open. Sometimes they'll call and say, hey, I'm just checking, is the date still open? I'm ready to send you my envelope. Half the time they don't. It just comes in the mail with a check. I couldn't be happier. So let me know if you're doing this. What is your system? Are you following up with leads? Feel free to put some video responses down here. So that's all for today. Hope you guys are staying busy. Practice and enjoy.